What's up, everybody? Today we're gonna be making the easiest but most tasty biscuits and gravy you'll ever have in your life. Stick around. Hey everybody, welcome to Cooking with CJ. I'm CJ. Welcome to my kitchen. So glad you're here. Today we have a wonderfully easy recipe for you. Listen, I know that when you hear biscuits and gravy, you think that it's a lot of work making biscuits on your own, unless you're gonna get a little pop top, pop, it gives you a heart attack when it pops on you. Those little, store-made biscuits. You think it's a lot of work making biscuits? No, it's not. And I'm gonna show you how easy it is to get these done. 3 ingredient biscuits, 4, if you consider the butter I'm gonna put on the top of them. And then just the normal sausage country gravy, little milk, little flour, sausage, seasoning. Easy as can be, right? Let's go ahead and get started on this one. I'm gonna go through making the biscuits. We're gonna get those in the oven and then we'll get on the stove and make that gravy. As always, I'm gonna have a link down below in the video description to the website so you can get a printable recipe that's gonna show the breakdown of the biscuits and the gravy. So make sure you hit that, okay? Listen, also, we are on the road to 100K. Oven's ready. Listen, we are on the road to 100K with subscribers. I want that play button bad. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that thumbs up, all that good stuff. Help your boy get to 100K this year. We're closing in on it. I'm gonna start begging in every video. Don't make me beg. Share it out there, get it out to the world. Let's get to 100K, all right? Come on over to my counter over here. We're gonna start making these biscuits. We've already preheated the oven to 475, so it's gonna be ready for the biscuits when we get them all pressed out, folded out, cut up, all that good jazz. So come on over to my counter here. Let's get started on this. I'm excited. This is a good one. Listen, I love good biscuits and gravy, and this is good biscuits and gravy. All right, come on back. Okay, team, we're over on my kitchen island here. 3 ingredient biscuits and gravy. We have self-rising flour, 2 cups. It's gotta be self-rising. Do not miss on that, all right? We have half a teaspoon of just some normal fine sea salt. Last but not least, got 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream. Do not substitute anything for this. Heavy cream is what you need. We're just gonna go ahead and pour this in there. Make sure it all comes out. And make sure it's very cold when you start working the dough, okay? You want all this to come together when it's nice and chilly, all right? And the next thing, we're just gonna slowly mix all this together and get a nice shaggy dough formed. Get all that cream absorbed. All right, so this is how our dough is looking right now. We're gonna get it out onto my counter right here. I have really smooth countertops. That's why we actually kind of like these ones, because my wife does a lot of baking. I, on the other hand, am not a baker. Do not like baking, don't wanna do this, but I love me some biscuits and gravy, so we're gonna do some baking. So we're gonna get this all kind of formed together, make sure everything's all picked up, all the flour is hydrated on there. I don't wanna mess with it too much. You got it to a nice little rectangle here. Guys, I'm noticing that I'm getting kind of a little shadow lines going through my video right now on my viewfinder. So if it looks a little odd in the video you're watching, no stress. All right. So we have it kind of rolled out nice and flat. You use a bench scraper. We're gonna fold it up onto itself. Do a little envelope fold. We're gonna press it down again. Fold it up on itself again. And repeat the process. We're gonna do this 3 times. We're just adding layers of flakiness. So we get this one more time. Okay, we've got it all folded out, kind of pressed out. I'm gonna flour my rolling pin a little bit just so we can get this pressed down. About 1/4 inch flat. A little bit of flour, more flour on there. You don't want it to stick. We're looking for 8 to 10 biscuits out of this. All right, Tim, we got our biscuits rolled out. We are just putting the cutter in and just pressing down. Do not twist. Just press down on it. And we'll have plenty of dough to do more. So we're gonna go ahead and lift these up, lift this dough up, and we'll rework it to make more. We're gonna use our little bench scraper here. All right, so they're not gonna be perfectly perfect, but we're gonna get them up. Get them about 2 inches apart on our parchment paper over here. Okay, we got the biscuits in the oven. We're going 12 minutes. All right, keep an eye on that clock. Now you may have noticed that they all don't look perfect. There's one really ugly duckling on there, but that's okay. They're all not gonna be perfect, but they're gonna taste perfect, right? When we pull them out, I'm going to brush a little melted butter on top, sprinkle a little flaky salt on, right? They'll be ready to go. Let's get over to the stove, start making this easy gravy. Let's go. All right, let's get this sausage cooked up so we can build this gravy and go on a kind of medium-high heat. All right, we got our sausage in. We're just using some good old-fashioned Jimmy Dean and get it mushed up, smushed up, broken up, all the up. While I'm breaking it down, I'm gonna add a little bit of seasoning salt to it. I'm using a little sweet and spicier by Uncle Steve's. I'll put a link down below for it if you want. I like a little hint of sweet and spicy in my gravy. If not, if you guys wanna use this, Lowry's is a good option, or even just using salt and pepper. I'm gonna add fresh cracked black pepper when I add the milk in, as the gravy starts thickening. But just that little hint of sweet heat in there is good stuff in my gravy. So again, you do what you want to do. Okay, our sausage is done cooking through. I'm gonna add just a little bit of flour in there. We're gonna sop up the grease. Should be about a tablespoon, maybe 2, but you want to make sure there's no grease running over here, right? And as you're doing this, you're cooking the flour through. You want to cook that raw flour taste out of there. Okay. So that was about a tablespoon and a half, but it will vary for, based on how much fat is in your sausage. So we're gonna cook all that flour through, get all the white bits out. All right, time to add our milk in. We're using whole milk. I'm gonna start with a cup. If we need to add more, we will. I'm gonna use my little whisk to start just kind of getting it all moving and grooving in there. And this will thicken up really quick. We're gonna keep it on pretty high heat, and we'll add more milk if we need to. I mean, you can see it kind of thickening up already. Time to add my cracked black pepper. Add as much or as little as you want. I like a lot of black pepper in my gravy, but it's up to you. That all whisked in. It's thickening up real nice. In fact, I'm gonna add a little bit more milk in there. So maybe like a cup and a half. Again, it's gonna vary on how you like your gravy, how thick you like it. Okay, but this is about where we wanna be. We're gonna let this come together. Gravy is all done, thick, luscious, just like your boy CJ, thick and luscious. Okay, team, our biscuits are out. Golden brown, delicious, hot, thin, okay? When I put in the instructions down below, I'm gonna say get it to about a 1/2 inch, maybe a little bit more as you roll them out before you cut them, just so they get a little bit thicker. I actually have a few more in the oven that are thicker that I'll be using for the thumbnail and my taste test and all that. But since these are done, let's go ahead and get some butter on the top. This kind of substitutes for the butter that you would normally put in your biscuits. And butter is good. Butter is good. There's your hashtag, butter is good. All right, and then we're just gonna add just a tiny bit of flaky salt on top. It's a little kosher salt, just for a little extra flavor. And if you wanna get real country on it, throw some black pepper on top too, but these are done. All right, team, we're done. Listen, I was gonna say all the hard work is paid off, but really it wasn't that hard. All right, let's go ahead and get a good bite of our beautiful, beautiful biscuits and gravy. All right, cheers, y'all. It's like a hug from like grandma or something like that. This is some down home, good country cooking. Just like your boy, I'm down home country. Not really, but still. This was too dang good, all right? Too dang easy, too dang tasty. Listen guys, if you wanna get the recipe for this, like I said, a link to the website down below. I use my Ninja Foodi NeverStick pots and pans for this one, so if you wanna use that, links down below. Links for anything is basically down below is what I'm saying, okay? If you wanna become a show producer like all these awesome people right here, biscuits and gravy loving people, hit that join button right next to the subscribe button. That you should have already hit because what? We're on the road to 100K. Let's get there, all right? That's it for this week. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for cooking with CJ. Take care.